Second graders, we're here. We got math to do. We're excited about
adding ones.
Yeah, we're adding ones, but we're not doing it in the way that you're used to doing it. We're not doing no first grade addition.
No. We're doing some serious second grade math here, so get ready.
Yes.
Put on your second grade pants and shirt, probably.
And shirt.
Be fully
Please
dressed.
put a shirt on.
Yes.
Okay.
Weird.
We are going to make sure that you have your manipulatives. That means whatever you're using for your tens rods, whether it's a pencil, whether it's a strip of paper that you cut out, whether it's a straw or a spoon, whatever you're using to count as tens rods, we want you to have those today. We also want you to have your ones cubes, probably pennies or marbles, whatever you're using for your ones, you're gonna need those today. So get those out, pause the video, get those ready because you need them.
All right, so boys and girls, today we are going to be adding ones. Yesterday we focused on just adding the tens where there was one number that had a 0 in the ones place, but not today. Today we are going to be working with adding ones, and sometimes those ones are going to add up to be more than 10.
Ooh.
So it's going to get a little bit tricky, and this is a very important lesson that you're going to need to understand when life gets a little bit trickier in the next few days. So here we go. Let's take a look at the example. We have the number 36 plus 7. And I think the absolute best thing that you can do to understand today's lesson is to build these numbers either on your whiteboard or with those manipulatives alongside the problem. So, Mrs. Grant, can you show me the number 36?
I certainly can.
I'll start you out.
Okay, well, 3 tens rods is 10, 20, 30, and I need 6 ones, so I'm gonna move this up a little bit. I think we're zoomed in a little bit too much on this one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna zoom out, and then I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. Look at that. I might need your help.
Look at
because
those
this is a hot mess.
Here we
Actually, I mean, that's not too
I
bad.
think it's good. We'll just
Okay.
move this over a little and
Okay, we gotta make sure they can see it though in the
okay.
video, so I'm just gonna
Alright.
lay it right there. And then, yeah, life, you know?
Mm.
All right, 36, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay.
So we have the number 36, but we want to add 7, and I've already counted these out for you. So I'm going to drop all of those down here below that, and you're going to notice now we have a lot of ones.
I have too many ones.
Too many, meaning we have more than 10.
I shouldn't have more than 10 ones.
You should not. You're absolutely right. So we're going to do 2 different things. I'm going to show you how to do something on paper, but I'm also going to show you how to do something with your manipulatives or your cubes.
Ready?
When you are drawing the number on paper, you're going to notice that we circled the ones to make a group of 10, which means if you're going to be circling them, you need to count up 10 of them and then circle them. So you can see in the picture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them were circled. Now that group of 10 ones can actually be switched out and traded for a tens rod or a 1. And I'm going to get to that with your cubes in just a minute. So instead of having 1, 2, 3 tens, this circled group actually counts as another group of 10.
Oh.
And then we only have left over 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
So 36 plus 7 is actually 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43.
So the cubes that you did not circle become whatever numbers is in your ones column?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to show that right here with these cubes.
I can't wait.
All right.
Show me.
So I'm going to show you something pretty cool. So we started with the number 36, if you remember, here it is. And then I added 7 ones to that pile.
Okay.
I already know that there are more than 10. So I'm going to group 10 ones together. Watch me do that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here's 10 ones. I'm going to group them, and then I'm going to scoop them.
Group and scoop?
Yep.
It reminds me of a pooper scooper.
Very close.
No?
No.
Can I think of those as 10 Jeter pieces of poop?
If you really want to, but they're in my hand right now.
That's gross, Miss
And
Marquardt.
it's pretty disgusting.
That's second grade humor right there.
So I group them, I scoop them, and now I'm going to trade them. Guess what I'm going to trade them for?
A tens rod?
You got it. Do you want to know why I can make that trade?
Because it's worth the same amount, 10 and 10.
You got it. It's worth the same amount. I can take these tens ones cubes, I can put them away, and I can grab a tens rod and lay that down instead.
All right, now what?
You want to do me a solid favor and
I
count what I have left?
I can do that.
All right.
10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, just like you got there.
Same answer.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty cool?
That is cool.
I say we do one more of those together.
Can I do it?
I would love for you
I'm
to
really
do
excited to try this new skill.
it. Okay.
I'd like to do it both ways if you don't mind.
All right.
Okay. I'm just gonna zoom in for a sec so you guys can see real good on the video what I'm doing. So I'm gonna borrow this pen. Now it says circle the ones to make the next 10 and then add the ones to the tens. Ooh, okay, I think I know what to do. So I have 28, here's 10, 20, and 8, and then I have plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I better see some circling on your guys' papers. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count a total of 10 ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to start with this group. And then I need 2 more to make 10. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I just grouped 10 of my ones, and it looks like I have 2 little single ones left over. Now, I am going to, and I'm going to tell you something that I like to do personally that helps me as a human being and
Sure.
a second grade math worker,
Love it.
is that when I swap this out for another ones rod, I like to put a line through that so that I don't accidentally count it again.
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
That's a great idea.
Okay. Now that I've done that work, I'm going to recount everything that I have. I have 10, 20, 30. Now with my additional tens rod, I have 3 tens. 10, 20, 30, and then I have 2 ones left over. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. 32. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to try it out with the tens rods.
I think
you
you
don't
should.
mind. All right, so I have got 28, so here's 2 tens rods. Whew. And look at you, just super helpful. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here represents my first number of 28. I'm gonna add 4 additional ones to there. I have a hair hanging off my shirt. And now I'm gonna do that cool process that you reminded me of with Jeter's poop. I think of pooper scooper. Every time you do group and scoop and trade, I think pooper scooper. And now you guys are going to think pooper scooper. So you're welcome.
Yeah, now that's going to be stuck in my brain. Thanks a lot,
Okay,
Mrs. Grant.
so we're going to pooper scooper these guys up. I'm going to group them into a group of 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait, what did I do? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. I grouped that group of 10 Jeter poops, scooped them into Miss Marquardt's hand, and I'm going to exchange it for a tens rod. Now I'm going to count everything I have left over. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. It matches my number. Boom, bang, voila, finito.
That looks awesome.
Thank
You
you.
did a great job with
You
that.
were a good teacher. I
You
learned
are.
a lot.
You are too. So boys and girls, you're going to continue to do the same thing with the rest of those problems on this side of the page. Let's take a look at the back side. It's stuck. I can't do it. All right. On the back, similarly to yesterday, is that the problems just get a little bit smaller and they cram more on the page, but you're really doing the exact same thing that we did on the other side. So taking a look at the top, you can use a whiteboard, you can use your manipulatives, however you would like to do that problem is fine, but I definitely want you doing something hands-on, not only doing the problem in your head. So if we have the number 17, we would build that number 17 with our tens rod. So I have a 10 and I have all of my ones. All right, I'm going to add 4 more. And then I am going to scoop as many as I can to equal 10. So 3, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to scoop them. I'm going to trade them in for a tens rod. And when I do that, I get the same answer that's written up here, which is 21. So if you want to do that only with your cubes at home, that's fine. If it's more helpful for you to draw a little picture off to the side or on a whiteboard or a scrap piece of paper, you can do that too. But please make sure you are not just trying to count on your fingers and count in your head. That is not what today's lesson is all about. So please use a strategy that we taught you today. Same thing, we have a couple multiple choice problems, still adding our numbers together. Let's take a look at number 9. It looks a little bit different than
Words and math.
Words, hard. Number 9 says, Jana made a necklace using 18 beads. Leah made a necklace using only 9 beads. How many beads did the girls use in all?
Clue word.
In all, they're both making a necklace. We want to know that total number. That means they're adding. We need to create a number sentence down here that is going to match the numbers that we talked about in our story. So if we have the number 18 and we have the number 9, we know we're adding. We're only looking for the total. We're looking for the larger number. So we would write the number 18 first, then we would write the number 9, and it's going to be up to you to figure out what the answer is to that problem using the same strategies we just went over. All right, at the bottom, algebra.
Woo!
Did you know that all that means is that there's a missing number that we have to solve for?
That's cool.
I know, it's really not any harder. Find the missing number that will make the next 10. Ooh, I love this problem. So we have one of the numbers in our addition sentence, and we have the answer. We have to try and figure out the
Missing
little baby.
because we have the big daddy. Oh, he's over here.
Daddy over here.
And we have a slightly smaller baby.
Maybe it's like an adult.
Yeah. And then
It's really little.
okay, so only one of those numbers, when I add it to 53, will give me 60.
You got it.
Okay, and you guys have to figure out which one it is.
And I'm going to give you a hint. If they know how to make a 10, they can figure this out. If you look at the number 3 and you think about, if I have 3, how can I get to a 10?
3 plus something equals 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good luck. I think you guys can do it.
Yep, and it's not 6, 8, or 9.